Many maliciously blamed it on alcohol, but at the age of 67, Alan Jackson has decided to remain silent no longer. The truth behind the moments he had to grip the microphone stand just to stay upright was not drunkenness, but a cruel medical sentence he had kept hidden for the past 10 years. Today, we uncover the veil of secrecy behind the truth we all suspected.
That's what it is. It's hard to believe that I'm part of this.
Alan Jackson was born on October 17, 1958, in Newnan, Georgia, into a working-class family. The reality of his childhood was tied to a living space marked by severe lack of room. The Jackson family built their home around an old grain storage shed belonging to his grandfather to save costs. Alan's bedroom was essentially just a section of a hallway enclosed with makeshift wooden boards. The figure of his father, Joseph Eugene Jackson, also known as Daddy Gene, played a crucial role in shaping Alan's character. Eugene was a skilled mechanic who worked tirelessly to provide for the family. From his teenage years, Alan learned to handle a wrench and repair engines before ever touching piano keys. This passion for mechanics stayed with him throughout his life as a way of honoring his father. His later hobby of restoring classic cars was not just a form of entertainment, but also created a million-dollar asset. He often spoke of his father as a symbol of integrity and relentless hard work. In 1976, a fateful turning point occurred at a Dairy Queen in his hometown when Alan met Denise Blackwell. The young woman would later become his wife and his only lifelong companion. Denise was not merely a supportive partner, but was described by the press as the true architect of Alan's career. She recognized his musical potential when he was still searching for direction. They married in 1979 and began years of hardship with nothing to their names. Denise worked tirelessly as a flight attendant to support the family financially. In 1985, the couple decided to make a bold escape to Nashville, the capital of music, hoping to change their lives. There, Alan faced the harsh reality of being an unknown artist in a competitive city. He took on all kinds of physically demanding jobs to make ends meet and sustain his passion. Alan worked as a shoe salesman, a carpenter, and even a forklift operator at the Kmart chain. Long 12-hour shifts did not stop him from writing music every night when he returned to his small rented apartment. This period tested his patience and unwavering commitment to traditional country music. Fortune smiled when Denise happened to meet the legendary Glen Campbell at an airport during one of her shifts. She bravely approached him and handed over her husband's demo tape. After listening, Glen Campbell recognized a unique talent and gave Denise a valuable business card. This moment opened the first door in Nashville for the young man from Georgia. Instead of stepping onto the stage immediately, Alan began at the Nashville Network, TNN, in the lowest position. He worked in the mailroom, sorting and transporting sacks of letters every day. This role allowed Alan to observe the entire inner workings of the music industry. He learned how television networks selected artists and how audiences responded through letters. He spent many lunch breaks watching major artists perform and learning professional stage techniques. His time in the mailroom became a crucial stepping stone, helping him build experience and insight. Alan's persistence eventually caught the attention of producers at Arista Records. He became the first artist signed to the label's Nashville division in 1989. Behind the relentless efforts of a small-town young man, few realized that Nashville was on the verge of witnessing a quiet revolution. A revolution led by Alan Jackson himself, bringing traditional music back from the brink of extinction. Silent rebellions. The year 1990 marked a historic turning point when Alan Jackson released his debut album, Here in the Real World. This was the first product of Arista Records' Nashville division, paving the way for his dominance. The title track quickly entered the top 5 of the charts, transforming a mailroom worker into an A-list star. Critics recognized it as the revival of pure neo-traditional country music. By 1993, Alan Jackson's influence reached its peak with the hit Chattahoochee. The song was not only a radio success, but also became a cultural phenomenon, spreading across the southern United States. The music video featuring Alan water skiing in a red life vest broke old conventions. It proved that traditional country music could remain youthful, energetic, and accessible to modern audiences. This remarkable success earned him Song of the Year and Video of the Year at the CMA Awards. Fame also came with pressure to compromise artistic authenticity. A shocking moment occurred at the 1994 ACM Awards when organizers required Alan Jackson to lip-sync. They wanted to ensure perfect audio quality for the live broadcast using pre-recorded tracks. As someone who valued authenticity, Alan delivered a sharp response on national television. He instructed his drummer to perform the entire song without holding drumsticks. This act sent a powerful message to the music industry about the artificiality of lip-syncing. The press later described it as a silent rebellion that defined his integrity. Alan Jackson continued to reinforce his role as a guardian of tradition through high-quality musical works. He rejected all offers to blend pop elements into his music for commercial gain. In 1999, another controversy erupted at the CMA Awards involving the legendary George Jones. The organizers cut short Jones's performance of Choices due to time constraints. Outraged by this lack of respect, Alan executed a bold plan live on stage. While performing Papa Top, he suddenly signaled his band to stop mid-song. To the audience's astonishment, he began singing George Jones's Choices to roaring applause. After finishing, he quietly left the stage without saying a word to the organizers. This courageous act made Alan Jackson the center of media attention and earned him deep respect from fellow artists. At the same time, it strained his relationship with powerful figures in Nashville. The conflict between Alan and the rise of pop country grew more intense as radio stations increasingly favored flashy trends. He openly criticized the commercialization that was eroding the soul of the music. In 2000, he and George Strait released the satirical track Murder on Music Row. The song directly accused the industry of killing the core values of country music. One lyric declared, "Someone killed country music, cut out its heart and soul." This was Alan's strongest statement in defense of traditional identity against commercial influence. Although some radio stations boycotted it, the song still won Musical Event of the Year at the CMA Awards. This reflected strong public support for his unwavering stance. As glory grew, the pressure of the spotlight weighed heavily on an artist who valued privacy. And as the 1990s came to a close, Alan Jackson faced a storm within the very home he had once sworn to protect at all costs. Private cracks. At the peak of his career in the late 1990s, Alan Jackson's marriage unexpectedly began to fracture severely. This truth was only fully revealed through his wife's memoir titled, "It's All About Him." The press confirmed that the couple separated for about 4 months in 1997 due to the singer's infidelity. The pressures of fame and long touring schedules had pulled Alan away from his family values. Instead of ending in divorce, they chose reconciliation through counseling and strong faith. Alan's sincere remorse helped the Jackson family reunite and become stronger than ever. In 2000, tragedy struck when his father, Eugene Jackson, passed away, leaving an irreplaceable void. This was also when Alan began noticing negative changes in his physical mobility. The events of September 11, 2001 turned Alan Jackson into a national symbol with a historic song. He wrote "Where Were You When the World Stopped Turning" in a single night while still in his pajamas. The song was first performed at the CMA Awards and immediately created a wave of emotion across the country. It earned a Grammy and reaffirmed his position as an artist of deep humanity. In the years that followed, Alan focused more on religious and family-oriented albums, notably the project Precious Memories. He wanted to leave behind pure musical legacies for his daughters and his elderly mother back home. In 2010, another shock came when Denise was diagnosed with advanced colorectal cancer. Alan Jackson even considered retiring completely to devote all his time to caring for his wife. Denise's long and grueling treatment became a major focus of entertainment news. Her remarkable recovery was later praised by the press as a miracle made possible by his devoted care. As family life stabilized, Alan faced another loss when his mother, Ruth Jackson, passed away in 2017. She died peacefully at the old home in Newnan, the place that had nurtured his musical soul. Her death inspired Alan to write The Older I Get, a deeply reflective piece about life's impermanence. He began to accept that time was gradually taking away both his health and his loved ones. Throughout this period, reports began to note changes in his performance style. He moved less on stage and often remained in one place to maintain balance. Audiences at live concerts started whispering about his unsteady steps. Some unofficial sources even speculated about health issues related to alcohol use. Despite public pressure, Alan Jackson remained silent and continued to honor his performance commitments. He quietly endured the pain and the gradual loss of control in his lower muscles. In a rare interview, Alan shared that he always tried to give his best to his fans. He did not want personal issues to affect the musical experience of those who loved him. By the late 2000s, medical experts and the media began analyzing his physical movements more closely. It became clear that a hidden enemy was affecting the man who had long been a pillar of traditional country music. These secrets eventually reached their limit as the symptoms could no longer be concealed. Alan Jackson understood that the time had come to face the truth before the public and his fans. A silent sentence. Since 2016, signs of physical instability in Alan Jackson began appearing frequently in front of the media. He often had difficulty moving from backstage to the main stage. Videos capturing the country legend stumbling or swaying while standing at the microphone quickly spread across social media. Many tabloid outlets at the time made malicious speculations about his condition. Some unverified sources even accused Alan of substance abuse or heavy drinking before performances. His silence only gave these false rumors more room to spread. In reality, Alan Jackson had been dealing with muscle spasms and a loss of sensation in his legs. He was forced to adjust his performance style by leaning on the microphone stand or sitting on a high stool. The truth was finally revealed in September 2021 during a powerful interview on NBC's Today Show. Alan officially confirmed that he was battling Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease, known as CMT. This is a hereditary neurological disorder that causes degeneration of peripheral nerves, directly affecting the muscles. The condition disrupts or severely weakens signals from the brain to the hands and feet. Alan revealed that he inherited the gene from his late father, Eugene Jackson. The first symptoms had actually appeared more than a decade earlier, but were kept completely private. Medical reports confirm that CMT is an incurable condition with no definitive treatment available. Patients can only undergo physical therapy to slow muscle atrophy and joint deformity. Explaining why he concealed his illness for so long, Alan shared that he did not want audiences to see him with pity. He wanted to be remembered as an artist devoted entirely to pure music. "I do not want to disappoint people, I just want them to enjoy the music," Alan Jackson stated directly on television. The pride of a Southern gentleman led him to endure the pain in silence. This revelation immediately received a strong wave of support from the Nashville artist community and fans. Major names such as Garth Brooks and Carrie Underwood publicly praised his courage. Alan Jackson did not stop at revealing his condition, but also began raising awareness about CMT. He announced a partnership with the CMT Research Foundation to seek new treatment methods. Since 2022, he has committed to donating $1 from every concert ticket sold during his tours. This effort has contributed millions of dollars to neurological research. Although his legs have grown increasingly weak, his voice is still regarded by experts as retaining its rich, resonant warmth. The contrast between a failing body and a voice full of power has created deeply moving performances. Alan also admits that standing and singing continuously for 2 hours has become an intense physical challenge. Still, his love for the audience is the only force that helps him push through the spasms of pain. The disease may take away the strength of his legs, but it cannot take away his voice or his will. Alan Jackson chose to fulfill one final promise to his fans. a last journey before the stage lights fade for good. The farewell of an icon. Since early 2022, Alan Jackson has officially launched the tour titled Last Call, One More for the Road. The schedule was initially expected to conclude early, but overwhelming audience demand extended the tour all the way through 2026. Box office revenue reports confirm this as one of the most successful tours in the legendary singer's career. Even as his health declines due to CMT, Alan continues to maintain professionalism at every stop. The latest information confirms that the final concert, the finale, will take place at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. June 27, 2026 has been set as the moment this legend officially closes his touring journey. The lineup of guest artists just announced includes major names such as Little Big Town, Jake Owen, and Thomas Rhett. The media predicts this event will be the largest country music night of the past decade. Beyond music, Alan Jackson has carefully prepared for life after retirement through business ventures. He is focusing on developing the Silver Belly whiskey brand, a spirit that carries his personal imprint and Southern identity. A Jay's Good Time bar on the legendary Broadway street continues to operate as a place preserving his legacy. The singer has also made a shocking real estate move by listing his massive mansion in Franklin for sale. The estate, spanning more than 22,000 square feet, was successfully transferred at a record price of $19 million. Alan has decided to move into a quieter, more compact living space, better suited to his specialized healthcare needs. A 2025 feature report records that Alan Jackson now spends most of his time embracing the role of a devoted grandfather. He frequently appears in family photos alongside his grandchildren and his 3 daughters, Maddie, Alexandra, and Danny. When Maddie Jackson released her book about the pain of losing her husband, Alan was recognized as her greatest source of emotional support. This close bond highlights his absolute priority toward family in these later years. In his most recent interview, the legendary singer spoke candidly about his current physical condition. "I want people to remember me standing tall, but if I have to sit to sing for you, I will still do it." This admission has fully unraveled the truth everyone has long suspected about his pain. It is the journey of performing through extreme suffering while struggling to maintain balance on legs weakened by muscle deterioration. Alan Jackson's musical legacy at age 67 is solidified by the record-breaking number of 35 chart-topping hits. He is honored by experts as the final moral standard of traditional country music in America. Medical research organizations focused on CMT also acknowledge his invaluable contributions in advancing the search for treatments. Alan Jackson's name is now tied not only to art, but also to efforts for public health. The image of Alan Jackson standing beneath the sunset of his career in Nashville will become a historic moment in world music. An icon in a white cowboy hat, a man who never compromised with artificiality or altered his identity. The story of Alan Jackson is not just about #1 hits, but about a man who chose to stand tall against every storm of career and illness. The final truth revealed is not a tragedy, but proof of the highest level of self-respect an artist can have for his audience. Do you believe Alan Jackson is the greatest symbol of traditional country music? Leave your well wishes for this legend in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss exclusive investigative features about global music icons. Thank you for watching.